run deep, but never since we left I feel this sense so funny. And every hour is the type of breath, need a relief. I cannot give it a rest and feel the weight on. Things used to be so simple. Money's on the balcony. It all changed when a call came in. Tell me, what do you want? What do you need? Now I'm stuck in a car with you calling me out. Someone's onto us under a shroud of uncertainty. I feel a breath collect on the edge of the street. With me, we're gonna hold on to this freedom around the world. See, you're gonna be fine for as long as you need. It's okay, it's all good, but I got place to listen and sanity tap. To keep my head up when I feel the tide is falling on me.
For the last time, I need you as my assistant to fingerprint all of that rope. We're fairly certain they were strangled to death with that rope, and I need you to get us some evidence of that if you want either of us to keep our jobs. Alright? Now, I have a scheduled event to go to because it is, in fact, my birthday, and I told you about this months ago. So if it's all the same to you, I will be going to attend to that now. God, it's so difficult to find good help these days. Wait, are we... oh god, are we live already? Hi, folks. My name is Mitsuda. I am a forensic scientist who, as you just heard, did important but unappreciated background labor in every mystery novel you've ever read. And this is RAKKA Wake 1. Sorts. What is RAKKA Wake 1? It's a visual adventure game of some shade. I kind of get the vibe it's the sort of game that has a very flashy and visually impressive intro, but kind of busy. Well, anything that might have theoretically fit that definition is playing, so... oh well, life goes on. You can see in the pinned, but just for the record, so there's no concern. I am playing this on a Steam key I was gifted by the devs in exchange for a polite request for a stream. I have not otherwise been compensated. I have not been coached on what to say. I have not been given any information you would not get from just reading the Steam page on your own time. This is a completely legitimate, honest stream. I just want to make sure we're all speaking the same language. Okay? Okay. 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 Anything to report on the controls? Assistive self-voicing. Does assistive mean that it's like... okay, this is just a Rentai game. Not that I'm that upset. Okay, yeah, we do have separate voice, and okay. Left click advance, middle click hides user face. Okay, yeah, default. Default Rentai controls. What? Is very stylish already. This is Paradox Music Team's first game. Color me impressed already that they were able to get this. I don't even remember. Do I have mouse visibility turned turned on. Feels like I'd simplify things. I do not. Now I do. Okay, I'm stalling. Let's dive into the important bit. Wow. What did I do? Facing the ground. Yeah, I do that a lot, but that's just because I have a weak neck. The BPM sounds a bit low. Probably get that looked at. That's a first. Maya, is that you? Them. With eyes that don't carry the past the way their words pretend to. Typical just getting by family. Big dark stain pooling in the corner. Clean that up. Gotta bleed right into the floorboards. Once it's settled in, the stain gets way harder to remove. Well, yes, my dog did vomit right before I started streaming. I had to go scramble to clean that up. Why do you ask? Been here a while. Yeah, I know. I was there at the time. I wouldn't know how else to put it. Here's the pictures for proof. I can't get back what your brain says wasn't there to begin with. I mean, you could. Tried harder. You're doing good in school, though. Better than expected, really. Yeah, if I had a nickel for every time I've been told that. See? All that knowledge is still there. Make use of it, and all those memories will get back to you. Eventually. And with that, I've been one of the big everything. One of the good and bad experiences. One of the kids getting into trouble for staying out too late. Hanging with the wrong crowd. Prudish. You realize there's so much you've missed out on. Realize spelled with an S. I suppose I knew this game had a lot of non-American influences just looking at the cast list. I don't know why that sticks out to me so much. But maybe you're just a late bloomer. RAKKA. Shouldn't mention it too much though, you'll be like one of those kids blaming every shortcoming on their past conditions. Like everything as it is, it'll be alright. You'll get used to the common paycheck to paycheck. Oh, that joyous shit. Take it from me, kids. Paycheck to paycheck life is not worth it, and you are right to want to rebel. By the way, rent's due. That too. They're called landlords for a reason, and the last time we had lords in this country, we did, in fact, have them all executed. Maybe we should go back and do that again. We could argue that it didn't work out that well last time, but you know, second time's the charm. Here's to the windows reflecting you squeezed tight inside yourself. Now you're smoothing out the creases of the window. I feel like our metaphors are getting mixed here. Get to work. Oh, I love little indie animated dinglings. Genuinely one of my favorite times of every year is when, like, graduation season comes out and all the Cal Arts and other animation school students start uploading their final projects to YouTube and Newgrounds. It's a puppy. No, it's two bears high-fiving. Okay, this game. It's a very strong visual language. Yeah, it's for a lot right at the starting gate. Making a good first impression. Do not blow it. April 26th, 1993. A fine year. It's a chilly spring day. Rakka looks at her computer screen. Then over at the messy heap of sticky notes, floppy disks, and reports. The sound around Rakka's head seems to be muddy. She's daydreaming, looking through a small window next to her desk. The sound of a dozen mechanical keyboards drone through her mind. I wonder how many years I'll have to do this for. We do this for 40 years and then we die. What is the story with this little gremlin? Why does he look like that? It makes me kind of uncomfortable. I don't like the way he's making the kissy lips at me. Or duck facing. Both of those options are equally terrible. 35, maybe 40 years, and then you die. Yes, we've been over this already. Do try to keep up. She's just gotten a call from some figure up in HQ. Now she has to ascend a few floors to have a talk with her manager. Brilliant. She's numb. Feels nothing. That's probably just poor circulation. If you look at your fingernails, do they have a sort of bluish tint to them in low temperatures? She couldn't care less about her job. She'll find a new one. Week's worth of money lost? No problem. Big bag of potatoes can fix that. Can it? Like you're gonna sell the potatoes, or like you're gonna live off the potatoes? 'Cause I don't know what the potato market quite looked like in 93. Rakka is stoic. Not at ease, just breathing. Your footsteps echo throughout the 13th floor, bouncing off the walls, resonating a small, annoying frequency into her ears. Hey boss, you forgot to shave this morning? And here we are. There's that. An average, scraggly bearded man with a slick layer of grease to his face. The bleak strip lighting reflecting off his sweaty forehead. I don't know if I'd really qualify that as a, well, I mean, it does look pretty scraggly. He's got a bunch of pubes growing on his face, is what it looks like. Contrary to what you might think, Rakka's manager, Mr. Smith, is quite the timid man. Years of stress had made him look kind of disheveled, and the man looks like he's on the edge of a burnout. I suppose the 90s was a period back when some people who worked in managerial positions had things that kind of resembled actual job responsibilities if you squinted. Not like today, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Does make him look less of a slimy invertebrate, though. Oh, they're doing the Deltarune thing. Okay, that's one of my favorite games of all time. I'm not gonna complain. Rakka, we need to talk. He says in a serious manner as he signs for her to sit down. Rakka does not have a sitting down sprite though, so she won't. That mousy voice is one she's come to detest. It's got this sanctimonious quality to it. You had a feature here. And you skipped to pulls back to earlier dialogue. I do appreciate the Delphine Panema. Did we check the access? No, yes, I did. Options menu. Go away. Go away. Suit your purpose. I mean, I know what the word sanctimonious means, and frankly, if you're watching this stream, I hope you do too. Rakka takes a seat quietly. Just take her word for it. But her manager just holds a cold, calculated stare. Rakka just finds the way he sits there and eyes her, slightly judging her. A bit awkward. A slight turn of the head, she'll lean back. Show everybody how cool she is, and fake cough into her face to break the uncomfortable tension. I noticed that Rakka's default, just standing here sprite, has her looking a bit upward in her eye line. I don't know if that's meant to communicate that she's sort of not always present, that she was daydreaming all the time like she was earlier, or just that she's short. But either way, both of those opportunities cast a lot of thought and purpose and direction into our little indie dev production, and I want to make sure it's known that I notice these sorts of things. A slight glint appears in his eye. And behind her, the door opens. Big boss. Heh. You really got her, Smith. Big boss. A man who Rakka doesn't care to remember the name of waggles into the room. Apparently he's a character from a Wii game. Oh, this man's an alcoholic for sure. His skin's bright red. And Rakka can imagine what the clogged artery in his forehead feels like. The two men continue to laugh for a bit. They see the lighter side of everything. Rakka's sitting there, trying to conjure one up to no avail. Relax, Rakka. We want to congratulate you. For what? And your promotion, Mouse. Boss. Big boss. Friends. You're promoting me. Yes. Now, Birdie told me you were looking for more working hours, and boy, do we have the function for you. What have you got in mind? Better pay could shorten my sucky office lifestyle, maybe save me 2 years of my life from this muck. Yeah, but it'll come at the expense of spending an extra 15 years, with your spinal column worn down to the point where it interferes with your ability to do the day-to-day responsibilities of life. So is it really worth it? Mildly interesting. System manager to our communications officer. Our boss boasts like he's holding out some grand offering. Nope, he's an asshole. There's no way I'm doing that. But it doesn't seem like much of a choice. I congratulate you with your amazing performance and promotion. Here's an early extra Easter gift from our department for you. Please, you'll be having some days off. We thought we'd give it in advance. A pink gift box is handed over. Probably ordered from some faraway country, ridding it of shitty food and alcohol by putting a pink glittery bow on it. Jeez, guys. Thanks. And as usual, we let our promotees go home early. Oh, thank fucking God. Wow. I'm so grateful. I'll take this home immediately. I'll just finish up my last report. Cheers. There is no light behind those eyes whatsoever. RAKKA retches out with no intention of doing that. She slithers out of the office, glittery box in arms. She'd catch the attention of her soulless colleagues for sure, so she'll have to be quick and smart about this. Unfortunately, she does not strike me as the sort who is good at either of those things, so... Sending to her floor, she calculates the best route that goes through her office hall to move past everyone unseen. Fortunately, she's had plenty of experience in stealth from her superior, boss. Doors open. Bong. Doors open. Bong. Doors open. Bong. RAKKA slips the box down under a clothing rack and quickly stalks towards her desk, but makes accidental eye contact with her neighboring office worker. No. Eye contact. Avert. Abort. Abort. Kill that mongrel. Attention, leech. Viper. Judas. Backbiting Delilah. Yeah, I'm sick. Improv. Yeah, I think I've got some... that nasty bug. Yeah. Really? Phil smiles pitifully, thinking RAKKA wouldn't see him push his mechanical chair a few inches away from her. That said mechanical chair appears to be made of stone, judging by the sound foley. She saw. Oh my God. What the hell's that behind you? Phil, being an absolute rube, looks behind him. Whoa. She rushes off with her bag and jacket, and grabs the box along with her in the grand escape. We got the stuff. Okay, I like RAKKA's protagonist. She has a very communicative design. She has a shitty time traveling home through the city with that hideous box. A speck of glitter made its way into her eye while on the move. Well, maybe you shouldn't have held it up to your eye. Honestly, that one's your own fault. She had no hands free to clean the tears from the irritated eye while on the tube. Home. The weathered front door stands loyally in front of her. Sounds like no one's here. Great. Finally, some peace and quiet. Famous last words. RAKKA. Shit scared out of her. Let's do groceries. Bjorn. Character traits. Sweetheart. Patient. Laid back attitude. Optimistic. Bit too much. Will cry if they don't hit Seps on the road. Ah, for God's sake. The height difference between these two looks like it's at least 2 feet. Jesus. Go do something with your life. She angrily rips her ankle out of Mjorn's palm and stomps towards her room. Flew right past him like he was a checkpoint sign at a Sonic the Hedgehog game. What was that? Why is your voice fully like broken radio? It's nothing. Aw. I'm so bored. Bjorn, this is the last week you're off, right? Yeah. God, at least I can count on one of them being away for a while. I don't know if this is Sasha woman or Sasha Russian man. I think CH is the man's name, probably, hopefully. With that dreadful pink thing. Yep. Smokes back a day, egotistical prick, likes to drop, prefers to stay inside, acts like he doesn't give a shit about anything. Well, I wouldn't know anything about more than half of those. Been advanced on? No. No. It's from my job. I do like how somebody just wrote the word shit face on the wall. I presume that's Sasha's door. There's glitter. I know. Open it. It will be no rest. You want me to unbox? Hello everybody and welcome to my special unboxing video. Today we're going to be unboxing a plot device. Yes. The door at the end of the corridor opens. And then there were 4. A respectable number of people for a main cast, assuming you weren't writing a Power Ranger series. Kev, of course. Would be you, Kevin. He's puffy-eyed again, scraggly stubble all over his cheeks, crowding around to that shitty mustache of his. God, I hate you so much, Kevin. You're the worst person. The reason's clear. Girl trouble. Like they broke up, or like one of them's trying to kill him. This commotion. Just see, I'm busy pitying myself. Yeah, I bet you do that a lot, don't you, Kev? Shit. Desperate foot, dramatic as hell, very messy, fucking loves attention, unapologetically nosy. Has not been kicked in the nads enough this scene, if you ask me. It's back in the living room or something. Rakka's gonna unbox this. Who's that? Secret Lover's Gift? No. It's from my job. It's awful. I see too. We're unlocking a lot of music. I suppose if your dev is named Paradox Music Team, that would be a thing they focus on. The kitchen table is the stage for this most exciting demonstration. Sasha's making dinner. You guys must be awfully bored to be interested in my stupid Easter care box. Gosh, I'm so excited. She rolls her eyes, turning back to the box. Kev and Bjorn are dead focused. Never seen them like this. Never seen Kev just regularly dead either, but hopefully someday that will change too. I did see Bjorn dead once, back during the Halloween incident. We gotta talk about the Halloween incident. She goes to tip the box out all at once, but Kev pipes up. No! You'll spoil the suspense. Rakka snorts and starts meticulously untying the bow, dragging it out painfully slow. Alright, not that suspenseful, yeah? Click to open box. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box? I got him to click on them to progress. Boop. We have some chips. Now these are chickpeas. Let's look at this. You work in the cubicle for 2 years, minimum wage, and this is how they thank you. Dried fucking chickpeas. Truly, this is the breakfast of champions. Look at that ominous looking mascot. I'm assuming Sepho is the mascot and we should be on the lookout for him in the future. There you go. There's a face mask. Oh, cringe. Whoop-de-doo. It's all yours, Bjorn. No thanks. The only thing I associate face masks with is hiding your identity, and in my line of work, that's not a thing I approve of. Fuck's the use of this stuff without a calculon? Why, Kevin, why don't you calculon these? That's literally just a pan, you numpty. What about the prickly sticks you use for the stuff to dip? Make an assessment. Right. Fork. God, I hate you, Kevin. Same shit? Okay. And a bottle of... some form of sauce and or liquid. As you can tell, this is cheap. Cephal branded hot sauce? Really? Everyone knows that's the shittiest one. Or anything else Cephal branded for that matter. But gee, RAKKA, I don't know. I kinda like the silly little mascot character they have. And of course you would say that. Getting a lot of cephals. What have we here? So, what we got is dried chickpeas, cheap hot sauce, a fondue kit, and a face mask. So we can do fonduing, but our partner won't enjoy it all that much, is what I'm getting at. Splendid. Wait, there's a note here. It's whatever, it's probably some advertisement. Hand it over. RAKKA hops with a smile and Bjorn reaches out grinningly, expecting some sappy copy-paste HR message. Note in hand, Bjorn leans back. Kev, fuck you, following closely. Oh, I'm not good with codes like this, not gonna try it. Amused expressions turn confused. What? What's with the paper? It's only numbers? Probably just some order number. You know, a 120-digit order number. Well, I used to deliver mail when I was 17. Pretty sure that's not an order number. Those are way shorter. RAKKA does note that the way these numbers were put on the paper is strange. Just a whole block of numbers in a slightly too big font. Let me see that. Fax number, maybe? Nah, it's way too long for a fax number. Why are you so intrigued by that stupid paper? Probably nothing. RAKKA takes the paper, crumples it, and tosses it wherever. Close enough to the trash can. Go beep. Anyway. Any of you want to go out tonight? I'm meeting a girlfriend at the pub. Is she single? Shut the hell up, Kevin. You triangle-faced, yowie hands piece of... Shouldn't you get over your last muse first? Hey, the best way to get over someone is to get under someone, yeah? I don't think that's word, actually. Right. Let's just pretend we weren't exposed to you bawling in your room 10 minutes ago. Wouldn't be problematic as long as he's happy, right? As a matter of fact, she is, but you're not. I'm in. Me too? Get join. I'll think about it. That means he won't be coming. Okay, Miss Psychoanalyst. First off, I've got work to do. Next, maybe I will go. Wow, Sasha pubbing for once. Hey, Kev, if you want to fix that date, you might want to do something about those sore for yourself puffy eyes, yeah? Joke's on you, Sasha. Girls love emotional, mysterious men like me. What a motley crew these people are. Looking cool, Joker. You are now free to explore the house. I mean, it's my house. I kind of hope that goes without saying. Interactable items in the house will glow when you hover your mouse over them. A quick menu at the bottom right of the screen will also tell you what you're hovering over. Click on them to find out more about them. You can use the left, right, and down arrows to move through the house. Hello, Shima. I see you playing Poker Night 2. Man, when was the last time I thought about that? Why does the shout out remark never work correctly? Hello. 2 all raiders, my name is Mitsuda. I am a forensic scientist who has done important but underappreciated background work in every work of mystery fiction you have ever read in your life. And this is RAKKA 1. It is a linear adventure mystery genre visual novel. It is very stylish thus far. It has been out for less than a month, and hopefully we can get some additional eyeballs on it. Left, right, and down to move around, get to the hallway, click the right arrow, you can find the main character's room. When you're done exploring the house, click the left arrow in the living room. Take it up underneath the store, make sure to explore as much as you can before you leave. Dog, you don't gotta tell me that. Not look in the fridge, but we can look at the fridge. Note. A note. Signed by RAKKA. To the one who took my pudding. Fuck you. You don't still feel super guilty about it. Guess well, guilt won't bring back my pudding now, will it? You can, what is it about the dynamic of roommates that makes it so that having more people available to do the dishes makes it less likely that the dishes will get done? Dev's dishes. Man. No matter how many times he's warned, they always magically find their way back to the kitchen when nobody's watching. Waiting to be cleaned by whoever is fed up with the sight first. It's never in a game. Kev? He's always the winner. If winning means leaving the dirty work to someone else. God, fuck Kevin. Okay, that was worth an achievement. What's outside? RAKKA's little sanctuary. But really, it's a spot for all of them to hang. The perfect place to end warm, boozy nights. Part of RAKKA's morning ritual, too. She sits there before work, soaking up a bit of sun while she gears up for another day at that dead-end job of hers. Good place to catch your death. Catch your breath. Not to catch your death, that comes later. We're diving back into the grind. See, I am the exact opposite. I am a night owl with very light-sensitive eyes. My favorite time to go sit out on the balcony and gaze pensively into the middle distance is, like, between 10 p.m. and midnight. Let me tell ya, nothing else like it. It's like the universe doesn't exist. Which, saying that maybe makes me sound like a shonen final boss. Saying that as a positive. But you know what? Maybe that's okay sometimes. What are these painting supplies? Sasha's got the biggest room in the house, but somehow he's still convinced the dinner table is the best spot for his design work. this point, calling it a dinner table is a joke. Sasha's personal home studio. Everyone else is just an unwelcome guest in his world of notes and sketches. 9 to 5, it's a war zone. Whenever Bjorn, Kev, or RAKKA dare to rummage around in the kitchen or living room, they'll catch a scowl and a sharp, "You're too loud." Or, "I'm trying to concentrate here." As if he's some kind of misunderstood genius. Doesn't matter that this is a shared apartment. You know, I'm gonna be real, he was absolutely the last person I was gonna guess those belonged to. Anyway, who smokes Luckies? Sasha's smoking habit, okay, that we did know already, leaves its mark everywhere in the house. There's an ashtray for any occasion, any place. A green ashtray for St. Patrick's Day. Rainbow ashtray for Pride Month. Black ashtray for funerals. You find them in the bathroom. You find them in the restroom. You find them in the living room. You find them on the balcony. You'll even, sporadically, find them in Kev's room. Especially when Kev's breaking his pact with Bjorn to quit. Like Sasha's Luckies have claimed every corner, and no one's safe from the trail of smoke he leaves behind. Secondhand smoke is no joke, that shit'll kill ya. I think that's everything there is to find in here. Over here. Bjorn's room, Sasha's room, RAKKA's room. Okay, if you're the one I hate the most, so you out of my system. It's a raw enigma to Bjorn, Sasha, and RAKKA. Not in some swoony, mysterious way. Like, is he genuinely thick or secretly a genius just messing with us? They've got no bloody clue. That's alright, it's the latter though. Blokes in med school after all. Was this line written by a different person than the rest of the game up to this point? Why are we so extremely British all of a sudden? Room's a riot. Floor's a battlefield, much like love, and also an actual battlefield. Socks and papers fighting for space. I think I got my money on the socks. I'm pretty sure they've got a weight advantage. Last time I saw a Hoover, when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Thousands of years ago, long before the dawn of man. Is that? No, it can't be. Well, thank you for communicating that so efficiently, game. As we all know, clear communication is the foundation of all good relationships. We do not have any opinion on his underwear. There is nothing to see out the window. Kev's got these for keeping tabs on the neighbors like some proper voyeur. Bit dodgy, yeah, but you'd be lying if you said Bjorn, Kev, and Sasha didn't get a kick out of the latest gossip. Even if Sasha's adamant about Kev being demented for doing it. Yeah, Kev is demented, so that just seems like a reasonable approach. A beer can on the nightstand? It's growing life. Might cure cancer, might kill ya. No one's brave enough to check. You know, you could just get like a little crime store laboratory kit and that. There's solutions to these things that don't involve human experimentation. You're not a character in a Silver Age comic book, sir or madam. Study guides piled like some sad shrine to responsibilities he hasn't touched in days. We have now learned all there is to know about Kevin. If I knew how to open the Rockipedia, that might mean something to me. If an Ipanim keeps walking now. That's my room. I don't need to examine my own room. I mean, I'm going to, but you know, in order to these things. 2 years now for Kevin Bjorn living under one roof with Sasha. Rakka's been around for one. Oh. She must have grown up very fast. I assumed she was at least 20. Funny thing is, it feels like they only just met Sasha yesterday. He's a pro at dodging personal questions, keeping to himself. Real Einzelganger to that one. Sometimes he looks like sharing a house with them is pure torment. Wasn't the Einzelganger that airship that the Bond family piloted in Mega Man Legends? Sasha's living pay to pay. Scraping by, he's a freelance graphic designer. This was his latest gig. Paid well too. Been gloating about it for weeks. Mentioned it at least 20 times before finally letting it go. And yeah, he's nice. This whole Jungenstiel vibe to it, all curves and elegance. Just take our word for it. We know you can't actually see it with the little charcoal sketches outlining the world. Or maybe that's a sign that the smoke alarm is broken. We'll have to check later. This painting's been sitting there for weeks. He's probably as clueless as anyone else about whether it's done or not. He's got a thing for plants, that's obvious. Okay. Dog, I respect freedom of expression, but please keep your kinks to yourself. That's odd. Got that sad little branch standing there while his art's absolutely soaked in the damn things. That little branch isn't even worthy of acknowledgement. Place is looking very empty. A note. It's from Bjorn. Big glass. Well, they did say he's the one who's good at avoiding his, attention. Bjorn, you got more for me? Bjorn. All warm smiles and easy vibes. Always game to chill with his bust mate Rakka. His room? Practically an open invite. Ready for whoever wanders in. Probably the nicest person you'll meet. Also seems like kind of a dipshit. I don't like the way his guitar case is looking at me. Oh, he's strumming away, but it's the same bloody tune every time. Must be something by Cremation Croatian knowing him. Cremation Croatian is my favorite Richard Scarry character. He's got a House of Pain poster, so I can't be too mad at him. Bjorn's a proper softie, no two ways about it. Though full-on wept when his camera bit the dust. He's grand plan to plaster the wall with snaps of his mates himself and their daft little escapades. On hold. For now. Look, it's a letter. Hey. And on the back there's a note. Plus, there's this message. It's from Sasha. Ever thought of flushing? Sasha voice is wandering all over the place. What's it called a Walkman if it doesn't have any legs? And it doesn't have any genitalia or reproductive capability, so whether it fits the biological definition of sex is, still up in the air. Doesn't matter what drug he's got on there, he's mad for it, like it's the only thing keeping him alive. Sometimes it really do be like that. We got Bjorn's Wikipedia entry. And also there's an ad break coming up, so I'd like to still do not like the way this guitar case is looking at me. Staring contest, go. Damn it. Rematch. Fuck. No. That's 3 out of 5. I'll get you yet. Come on, Mitsu. Come on. You actually did a decent job of hydrating pre-stream this time. You've got lots of water in your eyes. They'll be washed out fine on their own. I don't know if I can keep this bit going for another 2 minutes. Damn it, I think the guitar case is beating me. You win this time, guitar case, but the war between us is far from over. That plant there in the corner of the room is probably gonna outlive the entire cast of this game. I hate plants. Anything out here I have not looked at? I don't think so, but as long as we are here, feeling old stuff. Can I look at this yet? You know, it's funny, everybody talks about a minute like it's an incredibly short period of time when you gotta stop doing something within it. At the moment, you gotta start killing time for one. Oh boy. Truly, there is nothing good or bad, but thinking makes it so. And also, what with the amount of our lives we have stolen away constantly anyway, inefficiency in our private lives feels like death, because we will never get that time back. Corporate efficiency means not taking that time away from people who would actually put it to something resembling a use. Truly, a conundrum. A conundrum that could be solved with a basic UBI program, that's all I'm saying. Okay, the ad break is over. Okay, what do you think about this factory? Well, One day, out of nowhere, this frisky picture of a lady in a lewd outfit showed up on the wall, followed by a sticky note with a big question mark soon afterwards. Naturally, all the guys swear it wasn't them. Truth is, Rakka put up there just for a laugh. He sits back quietly whenever the topic arises, snickering while the three of them bicker and attempt to shift the blame. Great entertainment. How diabolique. I go out on a limb and take for granted. That is the rest. Alright, Rakka. To your house, tell us about your room. Rakka's some easygoing gal, sure. Always knows just what to say and whenever to say it. Her room's a shrine to faded cool. The shores looking all broody and Steel Dan's smirking from the corner. What, not Dan of Steel? Bed's a mess of blankets, like she's too busy for neatness, too distracted by her own thoughts. Feels a little empty, maybe? The boys. Meet. Game, you're so communicative. I really appreciate how much effort you put into this. It's flavor text. A Christmas gift never quite touched. I can relate. Never really needed, but damn does it look good on the dresser. Speaking of the dresser, Rock is always been bloody obsessed about that dresser. Because no one's to open it. Ever. Knows why. Canvas sure is nothing out of the usual. But, you know, can't help but wonder. Aren't we playing as Rakka? I feel like we should probably, know something about that, even if you're not going to tell us directly, game. Okay, that would appear to be everything. I think Trace get out of here. Go to the pub? Sure, why not? Nice and efficient. Hours pass. Alcohol's been consumed. As per usual. Don't have to look at Kev's face. I appreciate that. Generally normal amount for a bunch of low-lifers. See, they're making it look like there's a huge shadow being cast over there, but we all clearly saw there's nothing there. You ain't fooling me. You ain't slick. You ain't slick. Kev just took off with my girlfriend. God, seriously, fuck that guy. She didn't say nothing to me. Just wait. Probably a good thing we didn't eat before we left then. Oh god. Sorry, bud. An upright champ. Every time I pop, I regret it. It's okay. We all do. RAKKA reassures Bjorn as they approach their block. Would you look at that fancy car? Do you reckon the neighbors won the lottery? Maybe? The windows of the car are blacked out. Means it probably belongs to a bunch of government assassins. Wonder who they're here to assassinate. Sasha makes a mental note. Odd. Some black Mercedes here in South London. This flat. This time of day. This part of the country. After we practically roll into the house, Bjorn quickly disappearing into the restroom. He'll be occupied for a while. Sorry, guys. RAKKA takes a seat at the kitchen table after opening the balcony door, while Sasha drinks water straight from the faucet. I could get a decent reaction image out of that sprite. Crazy 8s? She asks, reaching out for a deck of cards. Sasha sits down in a huff. Fuck, only one game. Just one. Bet. How's your old man doing, Bjorn? He's good. Done better. You know the drill. I just got someone to fix the roof. Finally. RAKKA hums in response, laying down a few 7s, then an 8, then a king. Leaving only 2 cards left. I do not know how to play Crazy 8s. That face tells me everything I need to know. Bjorn lays his head in his hands, eyeing the discarded gift box in the corner of the room. Why did you even get that box from work? It's not Easter yet, right? I'm being promoted. Wait, that's good, right? Sasha's too focused on winning this game, but the odds are against him. His 5 cards against RAKKA's 2 cards. Just hate my job. If you don't hate your job, it doesn't qualify as a job. Test it. My colleagues are soulless. Like there's some sort of minor side NPCs in a video game. It's weird. Oh. Well. Give you a raise, yeah? I don't know. Be better. RAKKA lays a few more cards down. Didn't she only have 2 cards left? Wouldn't that mean she's been eliminated? But she's got paid time off for a while. 2 weeks. I'll be good for now. Sasha plays a 7 and a 4. But RAKKA finishes playing a king and a 6, winning the game. Fuck. Shitter. Sorry, man, that'll be all. Wait. Rematch, please. Nope. Just one game. You said it yourself. Hey Bjorn, how about you play against me, huh? Good night, dudes. Good night. Good night. Lying down, the room tumbles and turns around her. She feels sick to her stomach. The usual. Takes some time, but she manages to drift off fairly easily. $5.50. I'm trying to read the dial. Will you stop that? That is so annoying. Good God. Like a cell phone rings loudly. Now, this is before they invented the ability to play two tones at the same time, I say. What the fuck? She grumbles, picking it up. Some unknown number. She presses the call away. But almost instantaneously, her phone rings again. And so, again, she presses the call away. She breathes out. Christ. Why? 5 to 10 seconds and the phone rings again. She groans, rubbing her temples. God. Snatching the phone off her nightstand, she decides to pick up. Give him a piece of her mind. What numpty calls at a time like this? A Dumpty Numpty who sits on a wall? Who the fuck is this? I'm a working woman. The hell do you think you're doing? Taking the piss? Having a laugh, mate? Having a chuckle? The other side seems to breathe in before answering. I mean, it would be a mite weirder if the person could talk without breathing. Well, that's where you get the water from. I keep waiting for this guy to tell me I'm gonna have to go fight Destroy Man next. The voice is almost unintelligible. But what it said runs shivers up Rakka's spine. She quickly ends the call and turns off her phone. She feels nauseated. The drunkenness hadn't worn off yet either, worsening her state of disrepair. Remember to bring your Rakka in for preventative maintenance at least once every month. Spooked and subjected to a frighten, and unable to return to sleep, she gets up and heads back to the living room. Kept sitting there with Sasha still up, seeming totally fucked. Considering what position he was in when we saw him last, that could mean several things. On the table, a bottle of bourbon stands next to the pile of cards. Bet you were sleeping. I beat Kev at Crazy 8 like 15 times now. Wow. Awesome. Rakka mutters, sliding into a seat, unimpressed. Now you see, a less complete video game would have just had, like, each character have a single sitting sprite. They threw Rakka on the other end of the room and gave her a different sitting pose. Sheerly for the love of the game. And I respect that. That's you. Sasha grumbles. Rakka leans in, elbows on the table. desperately trying to keep her mind off the phone call. What have you got up to with my girlfriend, Kev? You suddenly vanished. Kev avoids eye contact with RAKKA, a lopsided grin thrown at nothing in particular. Nothing much. Just walked her home. God, Kevin, you are the absolute worst person on earth and I despise everything about you. He responds triumphantly. Wow, that's uncharacteristic coming from you. No snogging. You look awful. Okay, rude. Kev shoots back. She gets up, opens the fridge, grabs a packet of ham and crams a slice into her mouth, her voice muffled. Just grab a single slice of ham and cram it raw down your gullet. That's how you know you're in the best place you'll ever be. That's right. Sounds sick. Anyway, he says, tossing the pack back into the frack haphazardly. Just mind me spectating for a while. Nah, take a seat. Sasha nods. Kev and Sasha play for a bit. The slapping of cards reverberates within RAKKA's skull. The distraction's futile. She can't keep whatever just happened to herself. RAKKA breathes in deeply before speaking up. Actually, I do have something to share with you guys. 'Cause I'm feeling a bit spooked. I just realized there's a skeleton inside of me right now. Spill beans, Kev says, leaning in. Two of them eyeing her closely. I just got a call from some unknown number. You picked up? Kev's eyebrow shoots up. It kept ringing every time I hung up, right? So I was like, fuck this, I'm not getting hounded by some prankster at 5 a.m. I picked it up and went off about how I'm a working woman, you know, blah, blah. And out along, giving her the floor. But it's useful because she does need a place to stand. Guys, I didn't recognize the voice at all. And it freaked me the fuck out. We've been spooked. We've been bamboozled. I dare say we may even have been smackledorved. The voice said, "Rather a while, aren't you? I am Torgo. I take care of the place while the master is away." And I swear to God, I didn't know who it was. What? I don't know how to do stoner voice while also doing the screaming voice. Sure this wasn't just a sick joke? Absolutely. I hate my colleagues, I never hang out with them. Maybe someone's just jealous you got that promotion, they thought they'd give you a piece of their mind. I didn't tell anyone, for fuck's sake. It just left today. Well, you know how it is. Word spreads fast. Maybe someone caught wind of it? I hope so. I really do. RAKKA sighs, staring into her lap. The weight of it all pressing down. Don't worry about it, yeah? You're living with 3 blokes. If you've got a stalker, this is the safest place to be. I mean, under other circumstances. Kev says, all cocky-like. Yeah, but the 3 blokes I'm living with are you lot. Oh, thanks for that. Kev and Sasha chime in together. Deadpan. Hey, providing deadpan jokes is my responsibility in this stream. You go stealing value from me. Bjorn just laughs to himself like it's all a right joke. No, sorry, I'm being a grump. I trust you guys. Let's just keep an eye out for now, yeah? Bjorn says from the couch. His tone's serious, but still laid back. He would never joke about chilling the fuck out. End of Chapter 1. I was informed that there were 4 chapters, and because this game is very new, and I want these small devs playing it and making it and getting paid for it to get some actual benefit out of this stream, I'll say at the jump, I have no intention of playing all 4 of them. At the very least, not until Wake 2 comes out. But Chapter 2 is not Chapter 4, so we can do that. April 29th. The group's scrambling to get ready. April 29th. The biggest underground rave in London this year. By holding underground, it's probably really good for the acoustics, that's why it's so big. Came up faster than they planned, and they're still hunting for a last-minute fix. 2 days flew by. Like his phone has been blowing up. Calls coming at her left and right, maybe a dozen of them. She's decided not to answer, hoping the instigator would just get bored and piss off. Still, the question gnaws at her. Who's behind it? What do they want? What color is their underwear? Now she's slouched on the couch, crouching to louse herself in a BBC Nature doc, drowning the thought while Kev and Bjorn scramble around. Car's packed and ready. Sasha shouts from the front door, lighting a cigarette while he waits. Calm as anything, parked out on the hood, counting the geese crossing the sky. The 3 inside ignore him. Naka's phone starts ringing and her stomach drops for a second before she checks and lets out a breath. Gonna tell us we gotta go fight Margaret Moonlight next. Familiar number. Hey. Sorry, might be a bit late, but can we get the usual? Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Do you have a cell or are you on a home line? Man, remember back when that was a question you needed to ask? She asks, her voice settling back to calm. Ron and Kev hover, listening in, waiting for her reaction. Why are you wearing your rag indoors? You look like a douchebag. Seriously, fuck Kevin. Her face tightens. Oh. Alright, I guess. See you there. She says, ending the call. Got a fix? Or was it that unknown number again? Got the fix, but the idiot wants me to meet him there. Because he doesn't own a cell. It's awkward as hell. Oh, you need a drug lord boyfriend. You better come with me to find him tonight, alright? That's too sketchy otherwise. They nod. Aye. Definitely need a drug lord boyfriend. And saved. It's all yours. Rakka shouts, tossing their jackets at them. You all ready? I've been waiting downstairs forever, he says, tapping his foot impatiently. You know, if you don't touch the controller for 3 whole minutes, he'll just jump off screen and leave you. Instant game over. Yep. Let's roll. Shotgun! Bjorn yells, dashing out the door. Get your motor running. Gotta do that. Sun's going down slow. UK Garage mixtape fading in as twilight comes on. Halfway there, Kev leans forward. Over here. In the infinite black void that goes on forever, he says, pointing to a fast food joint. Truly, the McDonald's franchise has spread to every corner of the universe. Even the space between spaces out here. They pull into the drive-thru and park next to the restaurant after receiving their orders. There's another Seps. This is the life, guys. I'd love to go on a road trip all day and see new places every time I step out of my car. Bjorn says as he looks at the sunset, holding onto a bottle of Hurtlesay. You know, I don't think they sell fava beans at Saf's. Me too. Rakka sighs. Kev reaches for the bottle. I'd do anything to get out of medical school. I'd love a vacation. He sighs and takes a sip from the bottle. Well, you'll first have to learn how to drive if you want a road trip, Bjorn. I can. Just don't have a license. You can't laughter. Not let you drive like that. I don't want to be the only driver. I'm not some chauffeur. I can drive. Rakka joins in. Her driver's license not so fresh in the pocket. Hey Rakka, do you ever feel not so fresh? Fuck no. No way I'm letting you drive my car. We got us killed. What? Why? Oh, I get it. Women can't drive. No, you just can't drive, Rakka. I got my driver's license. Great, just don't use it. God, that live studio audience must be just clutching their stomachs, dying right now. Sasha retorts grinningly. I do not like this, Sasha. Its smug aura mocks me. Kev and Bjorn laugh. You guys always gang up on me. She pouts, folding her arms. Pout quickly turns into a laugh. Rakka, let me borrow yourself for a minute. The laugh overed quickly, though. Kev says, hand out, looking exasperated. Rakka hands it to him. Here. God, I'd killed out a mobile. Kev sighs as he presses in a number. I don't know about that. It's actually pretty invasive to be contacted anytime, anywhere. Rakka says as she remembers all the unknown calls she's gotten up till now. As Kev dials, his face shifts to annoyance. Alright, fine then. Don't come. In your presence, I doubt I will find that difficult. He barks after a heated exchange, slamming the phone down. I don't think that's how you're supposed to hang up a mobile. What's going on? That girl from our latest escapade? Yep. She's not coming? Nope. Going down the highway, looking for... After about a 30-minute drive, they arrive at the disclosed location. Close to the beach, and there's sand scattered across the parking lot. Man, this place is sandy. Bouncer looks like he's nodding off. Maybe we can just walk in without having to show our ticket. Bjorn and Kev quickly try to get out. No, you were going to help me find that dealer. Oh, fuck. Okay. Have we really got to search for this bloke? How do you make your face do that? Don't be so difficult. For the greater good. The greater good. How do we find him? Told me he's wearing gray joggers, a gray hoodie, and red shoes. It's just about what every guy looks like in here. How do we even know he is here? Oh, he's here for sure. This is his job, RAKKA says, rolling her eyes. Bjorn turns to Sasha. Can I help? Sasha holds up his rolling papers, unfazed. Later, yeah? Need a minute to myself. Before you brush him off and head into the dark, crowded warehouse, the fact that you're going out of your way not to give him an alibi for something. I'm watching you, game. I'm watching you. Yo, let's open up this pit. It's too packed. It's stifling hot. Half an hour in, they're all dripping with sweat, squinting in the dark. This is the downside of holding your epic raves underground. I need a break. It's roasting in here. Kev and Bjorn nod, clearly fed up. They push back through the crowd and out to the car. There, lying on the roof, joint in hand, is Sasha. Beside him, the dealer they'd been hunting for. Hey, you found him. The dealer gives a curt nod. There we go. You got cash on you? He asks her while leaning against Sasha's car. I've got it. Kev comes forward and pulls out a 20-pound note. The dealer stares at Kev for a second, his expression changing. Wait, I know this guy. The dealer's eyes narrow. You're my sister's ex-boyfriend, you prick, says, sizing him up. Kev gives a nervous chuckle and rubs the back of his head. Damn it, Kevin, you ruin everything you touch. Tiffany, right? Rakka sighs internally. Really, Kev? She tries to bargain. Then she gets angry, then she falls into despair, but then finally she finds acceptance. Hey, a deal is a deal, yeah? No. Well, I can't argue with that logic. Won't be selling to this dude, the hell? Dealer says as he shifts his weight on his feet. Rakka's giving it everything, trying to keep her eyes from rolling all the way back into her sockets. Alright, don't worry. I'll pay. She takes the note from Kev, but the dealer just grins. You're paying the asshole tax, then. How much? Rakka asks, her patience stretched thin. Call it a $5 extra. He starts. A grin grows. Or you go on a date with me and I'll consider this payment done for. Okay, no, you're the bad guy in this relationship. Somebody kick him in the nads. The dealer winks. Norn and Sasha ruffle their eyebrows. Not some drug whore. I'm not gonna leave a crack baby for Mr. T to pick up. Here. Rakka scoffs, pulling out a tenner. Keep the change. Hand over the goods. Rakka, how are you liking the game? It's a bit slow for something the devs personally pitched to me as an Ace Attorney-like, but the style is impeccable. I enjoy it more than I do not. I am excited to see what happens after this scene. Style is so cool. Isn't it just, though? I feel like the papercraft look is like maybe somewhere in the like top 20 or 30 most commonly used indie game aesthetics, but when it's done well, goddamn is it done well. Keep the change, she says as she shoves the notes into his hand. Yeah. Yeah, that's you. The dealer puts his hand in his pocket, leans back, and pulls out a small bag of colorful pills. Yeah, yes, it's today your birthday, Sri. Happy birthday. Today is, in fact, my birthday. I just learned today that I share it with Mick Foley and Hirohiko Araki. I did not intend any of that when I set it up. Thank you for the follow, Crimson Cape. Thank you for following. I'm certainly suspicious enough to warrant it. Welcome aboard. I pull out a small bag of colorful pills, so if we get attacked by any Dr. Mario viruses, we will be A-okay. There you go. He tosses it to her. Thanks. Rakka retorts as she puts the little bag into her pockets. She does have pockets. Model is on model. Good job, dame. The dealer lights a cigarette, still slouched against the hood of the car. You're missing out. Yeah, somehow I doubt it. Oh, look, he's got a Bluetooth. He's really ahead of the curve when it comes to technology. Thank you, I'll be here all week. Remember to tip your servers. He says, exhaling smoke with a lazy grin. Sasha perks up at that. Oi, how about you get your slimy hands off my car? Let's have it cleaned. He snaps, dropping down from the roof with a thud. What you mean, man? You were just laying on your roof. Your car's a wreck. Scary off, you've done your job. Bjorn adds, stepping closer, his expression unimpressed. Rakka nods in agreement. Right, take your tapes and go buy yourself a beer or something. It's quite boring us. The dealer glances between the four of them, starting to feel the dismissal. My dude, you're pretty dramatically outnumbered, and more than half that size. You should probably just take this one and go. Ooh, fucking suck. No fun at all. Don't disrespect me, punks. He snaps, straightening up and puffing out his chest. I seal another deal, but how do you do that with your face? The dealer storms off, feeling belittled. Fuck around and find out, bitch. He shouts from a distance. Rakka bites her tongue, resisting the urge to yell something back at his retreating figure. Instead, she pulls out the bag of fills. Oh, you were feeling sick? Such a grimy start to the evening. Let's just forget about that. She sighs, tossing the bag to Kev. Get your heart out. It's wild how one tiny pill can send a whirlwind of emotions rushing through you. And shift your perception of time. Joy fills the air and the stars seem to shine brighter. Sorry, just taking a moment to take in the OST, as the professionals call it. You call your dev team Paradox Music Team, you better have a goddamn good soundtrack. Smoke spills from the warehouse in little puffs as the front doors swing open and closed, like it's breathing. The bass throbs through the atmosphere, soothing and relentless. Rakka is chatting outside with a few girls, friends, when Kev stumbles out of the warehouse, slightly disheveled and sweaty. Spots the girls and makes his way over. Hey girls. How's it going? Kev says, his pupils as black as the night around them. Don't mind him, he's a fool. Rakka whispers to her friends, and they giggle. Kev leans against the wall trying to straighten up, but he slips and almost goes down. Kev's confidence is immediately out of the window as he flashes an awkward, lopsided smile. Spend enough time on the outside, the inside stops holding up properly. That's probably useful dating advice, I wouldn't know. I'm getting a call. Be right back, girls. He doesn't own a phone. Rakka whispers as the girls laugh loudly. Suddenly, Rakka spots police cars pulling up to the driveway of the window. Jeez, it's the cops! Oh, party's over, she says, and the girls let out disappointed sighs. We'll be right back. Gotta grab our stuff. Okay, good luck. RAKKA replies, turning her attention to the officers getting out of their cars. One of the cops approaches her and she greets him with a smile. It looks like he was carved out of stone, good lord. Good morning, she says, maybe a bit too cheerfully. Cop looks exhausted. That day, please. RAKKA pulls out her wallet and shows him her ID. Oh good. Stay outside and go home as soon as you're sobered up. We'd rather not have ourselves a trap in our hands, eh? Aye, Captain, she says, sliding down against the warehouse wall, absent-mindedly. Still occupied with the woos swirling within her. She waits a few minutes, glance around if she can spot Kev, Sasha, or Bjorn. Kev appears next to her. In the time since we saw him last, he ran into a Tibetan monk and learned the power of astral teleportation. It was very impressive. I took a piss break. What's going on? He says as he sits down next to her. Party's over. Ah, shit. What's the time? At 5 a.m. Shit. Man, you really did me dirty down there. Sorry. I couldn't help it. I'll get you back for that. You know, girls love clumsy boys, she says, trying to sweeten the deal. Ah, yes, feed my ego, please. The ego must be fed. The ego shall grow strong and healthy, and in time it shall consume all. But until then, Kev laughs with a tinge of desperation as he looks off into the distance. That guy's shuffling like it's the end of the world. Every day he's shuffling, no doubt. Bjorn and Sasha are still dancing inside, enjoying the rough environment. Lost in the stones, sharing frequent laughs. Smoking like a chimney. Getting all sweaty. Preparing to fire a Hadouken. Well, that just seemed uncalled for. Would have done that to your shiny, clean car, but guess that would have been worse, asshole. Fuck out of here. Sasha raises his head to face him with grinding teeth, but Bjorn quickly tries to defuse the situation. Now let's get on out of here, yeah? Guy's clearly coked up. You all know cocaine makes people immune to bullets. Sasha stands up straight as he eyes the dealer. He does seem tense. The dealer's eyes are darting around the room, wild and frantic before snapping back up. Hey, we mean no harm, alright? We come in peace. Now take us to your leader. I mean harm, Sasha says, another drop of blood hitting the floor. You gotta use that one tip to hide some ice after. His threat gets cut off as the music abruptly stops. Rave music abruptly stops, replaced by whispers and scattered yells of protest. Dealer looks paranoid, scanning the hall for feds, and turns back to Sasha, his expression tense. Bjorn catches sight of the front door as the feds enter. Jeez, Ed, it's the cops! Chaos breaks out in the hall. The dealer tries to slip away, but Sasha grabs his arm. Wait a second, asshole. Bjorn notices an opportunity and whispers to Sasha. Just go with what I'm doing next. Wait, what are you... Bjorn pushes Sasha to the ground as Sasha holds his still... As Sasha's hold is still tight on the dealer's arm. Back down! Look at that face. He eyes the scene he's set up. Sasha holding onto the dealer's sleeve. The dealer clearly coked up and looking like he's about to throw another punch. Yeah, it looks ugly. Stop it! Stop hitting him! Yeah, I'd like to report in a 1099 at 404 on 37th and 8th. Yeah, can I get that with cheese? You stupid fucking trickster! Wonder what would Bjorn's persona be? We did it! We fed the carceral state for several decades to resolve a minor low-stakes personal grievance. We're the heroes. Meanwhile, Kev and RAKKA are still talking outside. He glances around the parking lot, then walks to the entrance and notices Bjorn and Sasha walk out. Wow, what the hell? What? What? RAKKA asks, her lolled head now snapped up, still dazing. Look. Kev points towards the car where Bjorn sits a bloody-faced Sasha down. Girlfriends flock around the two of them. Oh, what the fuck just happened? RAKKA and Kev approach them as they watch Bjorn talk to the girls, standing there with bottles of water and pieces of cloth. Sasha's mouth is sealed shut. He looks flustered and pissed off. Like, man, I told you not to get the dipping sauce mixed up with the glue. Sasha feels like if he'd clench his teeth any harder, they'd break. One of RAKKA's girlfriends tries to hold a cloth up to his face. He turns away. But despite this, she tries again. But Sasha's not having this. Get the fuck off of me. I feel sorry for someone else. Jesus Christ! The girl Bjorn was talking to quickly becomes so quiet. The other girl tosses the cloth at Sasha. He's just trying to help, asshole. She says as she turns to walk off, her nose in the air. RAKKA quickly follows her girlfriends. Wait, I'm sorry about that. What happened? Ask that prick. See you later. she says as she dismisses RAKKA. RAKKA stands there grumbling, reeling from the situation as she looks at them walking off. The spring breeze blowing past her face. There goes our hero riding on the spring breeze. That she turns on her key, then strides towards the car. With the boys, Bjorn and Sasha are silent while Kev tries to hear them out. What the hell, man? Talk to me. RAKKA's fucking pissed. That little crabby passing by earlier rubbed off on her. You guys are always getting her into trouble. She climbs onto the car roof, ignoring the conversation, looking at the night sky for a while, trying to keep her mind off this moment. Sasha's starting to gather himself again, nose dry. He notices a cop approaching. Silently curses under his breath, averting his eyes. Care to explain what just happened? Cop asks him demandingly. RAKKA is now tuned into the conversation unfolding next to her, while Kev takes a few steps back, casually turning his back to the policeman. Pussy. No, and I won't be pressing any charges. Sasha states bluntly, glancing at something in the distance, avoiding the cop's eye contact. The cop folds his arms tightly. Oh, you're gonna have to explain anyway. Sir, my friend's clearly very much in shock by what has just gone down. Just look at him. And now we are in an ad break. If you're watching the VOD, then go, like, I don't know, refill your drink, grab a snack, do some sit-ups, get your blood flowing. If you're the sort of person who has, like, a sort of chronic backache or soreness, not, like, severe medically, but just, like, because you work in an office or at a computer and you sit in front of a desk all the live long day, just like 10 sit-ups a day, you will be astonished how quickly you start to notice a difference. I am 100% serious. I've still got to kill 2 more minutes. You know, Twitch, if you'd give me the option to not have to sit through this every stream, I'd really appreciate it. It's not like I make goddamn anything from this shit to begin with. Seriously, this is deeply embarrassing for just all involved parties. Alright, 20 more seconds. Everybody keep your pants on. No, seriously. Keep your pants on. fucking watching you. Bjorn says, trying to keep up his narrative. Sasha shoots a glare at him, but quickly follows the act. Sorry, sir, could you repeat the question? Sasha asked with a feigned, dazed tone. Wiping his nose with his sleeve, small little blots of blood still hanging onto his nose and sporadically dripping down. Having previously left blood on the dance floor. God help you guys. The cop sighs. Note down your plate number. You'll be hearing from us. We've got a lot to figure out here. Eddie, please. Sasha tenses up, cursing silently as he rummages through his pockets frustratedly, flashing the cop his driver's license with a scowl. You know, you don't have to talk to the police. If they say that you do, keep in mind they're also allowed to lie to you. You better get sober before you go home. Cop once backs off, turning to walk back into the warehouse. So just Sasha figures they're alone, he turns to Bjorn, aggravated. You... The fuck did you do that? It's gonna pull me into a bloody case. I mean, I'd be pretty okay with that. I was kind of promised cases. I'm sorry, I just thought the punch was uncalled for. No, you should have just let me punch him back. Sasha yells, flailing his arms around angrily. Bjorn's eyes immediately avert to the ground. Now that this guy's getting arrested, they'll find his drugs. You would think that was the big guy. He isn't. He's just a fucking puppet. A fucking moped. But if he gets in trouble, the big guys get in trouble. So, Bjorn, what's next? Sasha asks with an angered and slightly mocking tone. Okay, one thing I will say. Pretty much every line followed up by something like this. Very frequently not needed. I could have gotten that just from reading. The big guys come after you? Exactly. You're an idiot. Bjorn looks at the ground, hurt, but understanding his points. Okay, that's enough. Sasha, you always make the worst of a situation. Given the state of this dude, he might have been trying to get rid of his own shitty investment. He could have easily been on his own. Bjorn just tried to protect you. You're such a prick. It's got you so worked up. You're a fucking graphic designer. It's a tough guy. Heck is right, you know? You would have fought that dude, you would have been arrested too. Oh sure, I'm the devil. I'm of the Devil, developed by Nth Circle Studios. Episode 3 releasing in a few months, probably. Sasha scoffs in resignation. No one is. Now, get sober. Go for a walk, yeah? The sea is very close. A half of fresh air would do us all some good. RAKKA says, putting a hand on Bjorn's shoulder with a reassuring nod. Yep, I'm going home. Sasha protests. No, you're not. You're high as a kite, man. Kev says as he quickly blocks the driver's side of Sasha's car with his arms folded. Sasha stares daggers at Kev, mumbling something under his breath before he turns to walk off. Going the wrong way. RAKKA yells after him as she takes the lead. No comments. Sasha continues walking. Right. Suit yourself. She adds, shrugging towards the Kev and Bjorn. The Kev. No one messes with Kev. Oh, hell yes. I love everything about this image. God, it's not like super smooth, like jarringly smooth, but that little beach effect, the tide is like 3 frames more than I would have been willing to accept. Oh, it's such a good balance. You could literally never do something like this on actual hardware, but this reminds me of like a PC 98 game, and it is literally impossible for me to say that sentence and not mean it as a compliment. The sight of the seawater slowly moving back. That said, I am not sure which direction this ocean is coming from. It kind of looks like the entire ocean just stretches from here to here, and this is the beach. The sight of the seawater slowly moving back and forth was something they didn't ask for, but desperately needed. Three sit there, riding out their highs in peace. You know, I don't use drugs. My body does not appreciate foreign substances more complicated than simple proteins. But this sounds nice. The sun started to come up, the sky is cleared, giving everything a nice golden glow. RAKKA reaches her hands towards the ground and grabs a hold of some pebbles beneath her. You know, I'd give anything to get out of here. RAKKA says, tossing one into the sea. We're back to this topic again. Well, my break's only just started, but I'm already dreading it. Going back. Everything going on, I just feel a bit trapped. Yeah, that's why I quit school. Bjorn says triumphantly, smiling. I wish I had the balls. I imagine most people wish you had any balls at all, Kevin. Kev sighs. Sometimes I kind of regret quitting, I guess. I don't really feel like I'm destined to do anything. As opposed to all the people with college degrees who at their graduation ceremony are handed the ancient prophecy of the power of the legendary sword. But at least I now know I'm not meant to be a computer major or an aspiring artist. Honestly, I don't mind being a grocer for a while. I feel ya. I finished high school, then just kept taking gap year after gap year. I have no idea what I want to do with my life. You know what my stance is? My stance is that it is deeply unhealthy for a person to do any one thing with their entire life. Even assuming you, like, start after you're completely finished with puberty, that's like 80 years. What the fuck is anybody going to enjoy doing for 80 years nonstop, I ask of you? The most important thing in life is that you get enough goddamn vacation days and be neurologically capable of doing shit with them. I'll just be stuck in customer service forever, I guess. As long as there's a payroll, it's fine. She sighs. But I don't want to live my life having only been a boring office worker. Huh? I'm gonna become a doctor because my parents want me to. And to be honest, I'm failing this year so hard. And they're probably gonna expel me soon. Just because of my studies have already taken my best years. The three sigh in unison. At the waterline in the distance, they notice Sasha looking for them. They yell out to him, watching him try to act like he didn't notice them. As head towards the sea. A few seconds later, he gives up the act, shoulders slouching as he sees them grinning and keeping watch. Why are you so soon, my good man? He huffs and puffs and blows their house down and then heads towards them. Sorry. He tries to yell through the sea's breeze. What? They yell back. The waves are drowning him out. Zim! What? Deaf idiots. Sasha awkwardly speedwalks until he's close enough to be heard. Sorry if I acted like a prick. Especially to you, Bjorn. You tried to help. He says as the morning sun beams onto his face. You're good, man. Bjorn perks up. He jumps up and hugs Sasha. Sasha tenses up, but eventually pats Bjorn's back. Alright, buddy, I'm glad. You really should plan something like a vacation sometime. We gotta share this idea sooner, I'm almost off my break. Bjorn's eyes widen. Lads, I know what we're gonna do today. Just remembered what I wanted to tell you. He yells. What? Well, Bjorn's statement is quickly cut off by RAKKA's ringing phone. Girl, you've got to change your ringtone. That thing sounds like the worst thing in the world. It sounds like something that sounds like really not good. She rummages and almost physically recoils at the familiar sight of the unknown number. It's the unknown caller again. Then pick up and tell him to piss off. No, I'll just wait till they give up and the ringing stops. Just cut to the chase. Well, Sasha, we all know what cutting to the chase gets us. Oh, burn. Sasha scoffs, rips the cell from her hand, and picks up. Yes, hello. He sneers. What is said on the phone quickly turns his annoyed expression into a shocked one. He hangs up quickly. What's going on? He says he knows our address. Sasha says, face paled. Which is impressive considering all the characters in this game are literally like pure top of the color wheel white. RAKKA's heart jumps into her throat. Oh, shite. Oh god, what the fuck? What the hell? She panics. What do we do? I don't know, but what I do know is that I want breakfast right now. You screaming hysterics from the live audience. And we should sober up first. Let's figure it out there. But so what? No address, you're not there. If they want anything from you, they're out of luck. Ewan says, shrugging lazily. Yeah, I could really go for some grub as well. Rakka slowly breathes in and out. Yet the unease sticks to her like static in the air before a storm. Okay. Okay. I hope so. Yeah, guys. Let's just go eat. Breakfast will fix everything. Sasha says sarcastically. Bjorn ignores his sarcasm while nudging him. Glad you agree, Sash. Your 8 minds think alike. You can't see it, but I'm giving the camera big cheesy finger guns. This group starts to move back to the pier. Bjorn stops in his tracks. Right. Wait. Before we gotta find a place to eat, I want to tell you about something I figured, so hear me out. Well, spit it out already. I know you thought it was all trash, Rakka, but that code from your gift packet really intrigued me, so I decided to go give it a look. Rakka nods. Bjorn pulls the note from his inner pocket. Well, push came to shove, and voila! This code leads to this. Oh God, it's worse than I ever could have imagined. It's France. Lord have mercy on us all. I'd say if we ever go on a road trip, let's check this spot out. Rakka quickly brightens up. Wow, how'd you do that? Did that take a long time to figure out? It did, to be honest. I kinda stayed up a few nights coding it. It was just so intriguing. Well, maybe coding might still be your calling. Seems to get some use out of that study, at least. How sure are you about this? Absolutely positive. My only doubt is, it was quite the code to crack. We have to do some digging to get this location out of that string of numbers. Could you tell me, what the process was, how it was encoded? I'd kind of like to know that. Kind of the point of putting a code in your mystery story in the first place. But whoever wrote this code really didn't want just anyone to go there, I reckon. Oh, now I really want to see this place. Sounds like bloody treasure to me. God, doing the hey, California stoner dude voice while also doing a British accent is weird. It is bizarre. I feel like my vocal cords are being pulled in twain. Oh, it'd be so cool to go for a treasure hunt, though. Okay, let's try to go on a road trip as soon as we're all off again. I really do. And Sasha's gonna drive us. No, I'm not. No, you're not, big man. But you know what? Make up for only you being able to drive. We'll pay for the gas. I don't know, guys. Seems fair to me. Please. Can we make a pact? It would be so cool to go on an adventure. But first we see when or if this is even possible. God, Sasha, you're so depressing. That was supposed to be my job. We'll make it work. Yeah. No one worked so hard on cracking this code, just be honest, yeah? Don't you think this is interesting? Sasha's eyes were off somewhere in the distance, but there's the slightest hint of a nod. So, let's make a pact. Come on, I've got a knife and I've got some blotting paper we can use to write in our own blood. It'll be awesome. Rakka says as she puts her pinky finger out. Make this location the goal and have fun on the way there. If we go there. No if, Sasha. Only wins. And the occasional but. Sasha sighs as he looks at the three of his friends waiting for him to join in. Lot better not make me regret this. Yay! It's a promise. After they're packed, the four decide to find a beach pavilion. They don't really seem to care where they look like walking in, but it must be quite disheveled just from the way the owner looks at them. 4 youngins at 8 o'clock in the morning ordering a big portion of chips to share. That tree looks like a face. They sit on the outside terrace for a while, babbling on in the bleak sunlight. This game is basically just a series of CGs with really good music, and you know what? That also describes some of my favorite games of all time. Eventually, the missed hours of sleep start to take their toll, and they decide to finally move back to the car. Seriously, like, you see it, right? Like, here's a nose, it's got a little mouth, strong jawline. It's not just me, right? You sure you're sobered up? As sober as one can be. Sasha looks like a guy I'd expect to fight James Bond in, like, the second to last conflict of the third act of the movie. He's still high, isn't he? He's right behind me, isn't he? And still they'd rather have this tosser drive. If you insist. Bjorn shrugs. He's seen worse. Okay. Everybody ready to go home? Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Rakka nods. Car engine starts humming as usual. But the moment she hits her seat, her mind's back to analyzing. The thoughts recurring. What was that last call? What were they doing with their address? Would their home be safe? It does seem like something we should maybe be a bit concerned about. Looking for adventure. Oh, we managed to escape the void. That's nice. While Kevin and Bjorn have slowly dozed off, RAKKA nervously picks at the hole in her seat, trying to drown out the call. Yeah, this is a car that would have a hole in it, isn't it? She's rolling a string between her fingers and gives it a pull, breaking a piece off the string in the process. Stop picking at that seat, it feels like you're waterboarding me. Sorry. RAKKA says, clasping her hands together. I get it, I'm nervous too. I don't feel good. Calls. All of it. At least I'm not the only one worried. If Kevin Bjorn hadn't been in such a fugue state, they would have been scared shitless by that call, I reckon. I have access to your inner monologue. Who am I? Oh, it's probably relief they're numbed down for the moment. This morning would have probably been a sheer panic if they'd been clear of mind. But Sasha tries to just mind the road. Doesn't want to confirm his worry or speak it into existence by putting too much emphasis on it. It's dead quiet now. It's dead quiet. No one is talking. What's new, pussycat? The call's been looping in RAKKA's head, droning on like some background noise she can't switch off. She's been sitting up straight, coiled, ready to bolt the second they pull up. Her gut twisting more with each passing mile. 4 minutes till we're back. She tells herself, spotting familiar landmarks out the window. That feeling had started as a bit of nausea. Now it's a full-on stomach ache. Don't worry, RAKKA. Everybody knows God only gives his hurtiest tummies to his strongest soldiers. Sleep deprivation's not helping either. You live with that every day for a decade. You learn to live with that. Should try zoning out, focusing on the scenery flying past and the steady hum of the engine. Wherever it may go, down. Okay, we're here, Sasha says, pulling the car into the parking space. RAKKA finds herself hesitant to get out of her seat. She feels frozen. She nudges Kev until he wakes up. Damn it, Kev, will you try being present in your own game? God, I hate you so much. He sits up groggily and scrunches his face. We're home. That's a goal. RAKKA opens the car door, gets up, and waits outside the car for the rest to come out as well. Sasha, out already, ducks to talk into the car. Guys, hurry up a bit, yeah? Says, his shoulders tense. RAKKA's sure that Sasha, Bjorn, and Kev feel the same nervous energy swirl in the air between them as they stand in front of the landing staircase. Look at those big ol' eyes. Just like a little puppy. Extremely kickable. It's as if they're silently fighting for who's going to grab their set of keys to open the door. RAKKA volunteers, feeling responsible for this whole phone call shit show. even though she's literally not the one making the calls. Her heart pounds in her throat while she turns the key. A first relief could be that their door isn't in shambles, but that might just be wishful thinking. Seems very pink. A split second she opens the door, her stomach drops. The air is pushed out of her lungs. Oh my god. Someone stole that bikini picture she posted on the wall. Their running gag. Ruined. Corridors in pieces. Jackets, hats, and clothes are scattered everywhere. She pulls the door shut again, feeling as if she might throw up. Rakka? What's going on? Rakka turns away from the door, facing the three, trying not to bawl her eyes out. Yon quickly catches on. Oh. He rubs his face, looking down anxiously. They weren't playing around the address, were they? Yon grabs onto the house key. I'll do it. Rakka steps aside for him as he turns the key and makes his entrance. The rest follow suit. Sight's one of despair. Not bitterness. Despair. The house is totally torn apart, though nothing seems to be broken or missing. Including the bikini picture on the wall. They threw all our tapes on the floor. Stole our cigarette, those bastards. Very odd. Rakka's freaking out, guilt and fear mingling in her gut. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is all my fault. Paperwork is scattered about as though it had been violently yanked from every drawer, every crevice of the house. Bank statements, energy bills, scattered pages from Kev's thesis, invoices, and half-ignored newsletters crushed underfoot like they never mattered. Unlike most half-ignored newsletters, which are of national security importance. Most of these weren't even stored in the living room. The medicine cabinet is a mess, showing that whatever the intruders were searching for wasn't in there. The first aid kit is left open, its contents scattered. Some bottles of disinfectant have toppled over. Did they ignore a labeled one to use an unlabeled one? If so, that means the culprit is an insider. I will donate $1 United States to the first person who can tell me which Hillary Queen story that was. VHS tapes are strewn across the floor, once carefully tucked beneath the TV stand, ready to be returned to the rental store. Now their sleeves are torn open as if someone hastily searched through them. Sasha's sketches and commissions, once spread on the dinner table, have been disturbed. Some of them lie scattered on the floor, tangled in a chaotic mess of papers and documents. A glass of paintbrush water has dipped over, contents spilling into the table, soaking some of his now ruined work. You bastards, that was probably like a month's labor. This fucking madness, what kind of nutter is this stalker? Sasha shouts, taking in the mess. He's frozen for a second, not sure what to do next. until his heart does a sudden backflip. Gasp. Dun, dun, dun. Did they get to it? Did they get to it? Did they get to it? Oh, thank God. He lets out a shaky breath. Relief, for now. Gun's still there, jammed in the wooden frame. Sasha, why do you have a gun? Shoves the gun into his waistband, making sure it's hidden. You got a good safety on that thing? One of those dodgy callers comes back, he'll be ready. The thing feels sickening, but still. Comes to it. He's got it. A last resort. It's weird, though. The more they look, the less it adds up. The place is wrecked, but nothing's missing. Like they were hunting for something specific. Could that be it? Sasha rushes back to the living room. Oh, look at her. She's a little ball. You could roll her down a hill. Rakka's on the couch now, head buried in her knees. You and Kev are tearing the place apart, checking for any missing stuff. This ain't a burglary. It's something else. What do you mean? I feel like he, or they, were trying to find something. I think Sasha's right. What fucking Walkman's gone? You lost that like 2 weeks ago, Kev. Damn it, Kev. You are the millstone around our necks, weighing us until we are trapped on the ground. I don't understand the calls and this. What does he want from me? Rakka sniffs. Wonder if this even is a him. Maybe it's a they. It could be non-binary, we don't know that. Ev continues to scour the room for signs of any perpetrators. I'm crawling out of my skin. I can't deal with this. I don't even want to check my own room. Hey. It'll be okay. Surely. We should call the cops. Let's wait with that. Found something. He's holding a note and reads it aloud. Give up the code, and we'll make sure we can forget about this. Don't involve the cops. They won't come. I mean, literally anybody can write that, you know? This is a nightmare. Cruel joke. Rakka's panic worsens, and she digs her fingers into the cushions. Code. Code. The code. Code. The code. They want this. Takes out the paper with the coordinates. Yeah, everybody got that? Why would they want that? Well, what else would they want from us? This strange code leading to some mysterious location. Just randomly showed up in Rakka's care package. These people are also looking for what's there. Why do you look so happy about this? It seems a bit too mad to me. I just can't believe they would need this from us. Or Rakka. What's she got to do with all this? I don't know. I'm worried. It's like they know just everything about us now. And this place feels unsafe. I feel like this code might be addressed to the wrong person. Fucking bet. Care packages. Are they produced by your company, Rakka? No, they order it in bulk from a different one. Right. Because someone might have wanted to send a secret message to someone else. Probably without the company's knowledge. Happy birthday. Thank you, Isaac. And thank you for the hydrate. My throat was in fact feeling very dry. It's 3, 2, 1.
Oh, the way up, come on.
I survived. Yeah, this must have been a mistake. You're a mistake, Kev. Well, we're in this now, and it doesn't really feel like a misunderstanding with an easy fix at all. Nope. Seems pretty simple to me, to be frank. Just give back the code. You're in size. I don't know, I just feel like maybe... Like what? Just cut to the chase. I feel like... I need to know what's there. If we give this to whomever, then there's a chance they'd find it before we could. I catch your drift. There's just something about this. I could definitely live not knowing. I don't even know what's there. Think about the long run. Kind of feels like we were meant to find it. You're right. You two are fucking mad. I don't have a cap. Sasha, I'm going to sleep. You're in size. Is he reading too much into this? No, this all lines up, he's sure. Hi, are you a detective? I am not a detective, how dare you? I am a forensic scientist. They are legally, completely different things. I have never once smugly lectured somebody who outranks me on the force about the correct solution to a locked room murder, a false alibi, or the correct intention of a dying message, and I intend to keep it that way. Peace, the Dominican Republic. Hello. Pleasure to meet you. I believe you, Bjorn. As much as I wouldn't like to. I think there's no other logical explanation for this. Kev continues to look at the note, reading it over and over. The silence leaving no space to think about anything else. Guys got into our house, opened our door without any signs of a struggle, left no trace of a break-in, and stole nothing. This is professional shit. Scary shit. I've seen some scary shits in my day, and the ones you find outside of a bathroom are by far the worst. I don't want to ever see these people. I don't want to hear the end of it. Yet I feel like I'm already in too deep. Especially now that we know what this code is. Guys, let's be sane about this, yeah? Maybe we should call the feds. Maybe they're just lying. They're professionals. Professional liars. Tosses are trying to scare us. We're not going to the feds. Sasha interrupts, having suddenly reappeared. A big backpack in hand, another bag next to him on the floor. Hearing dying message, my brain decided to immediately hit me with a scene for Detective Conan. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down, Isaac? What? Why are you holding all that? I've had to change part. Let me lay it down for you. This is... Sasha? This is very sudden. And I have been noticing suspicious things about you all game. And I don't know if I'm overthinking this, or if this is with Jody and Megan and she's trying to get him to say it correctly in English. Are you referring to Jody's first appearance where she was just like, Japanese policeman, or are you referring to the Shit on Pooty episode? Jody wasn't in the Shit on Pooty episode, was she? I don't think she was. That was just Conan. Explain. I just did, God. The road trip you guys were talking about. Do it. She was in the Shit on Pooty episode. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Until after stream, then I'm definitely gonna go look this up. And I will let you know if you were wrong. Because I don't think I am. Let's do it right now. Now? Sasha, we've got responsibilities, remember? What? I'm not saying we should leave for months. I mean, we're just gonna hop on a boat, go on across the strait. Well, how long could that take? An hour? Just let things calm down for about a week or two. I just got promoted, Sasha. I can't leave now. I'm supposed to go back to work soon. Fuck it. What? I'm gonna be expelled anyway. It's just for like 2 weeks, then what's the harm? I'm gonna have to redo my year regardless. It's for you to say, but I have to attend to my job, you know? I got bills to pay, mouths to feed. Ain't nothing in this world for free, you know, I can't sit down, I can't go back, you know, though I know I wish I could. Me too. Sasha rolls his shoulders, unfazed. RAKKA. Just lie, yeah? There's a thing to her meeting Mega Day and the dying message thing. I know. Something along the lines of you going on a holiday. Got some tropical disease which has rendered you unable to even think. What? She responds incredulously. What happened to you not wanting to go on a trip without a second driver? No evidence of a break-in usually means someone with a key. I'm watching you. RAKKA argues, eyeing him suspiciously. Well, I kind of promised he would go, didn't I? I don't see any other opportunity for us to find this place. Stay here, these guys might come back. Or find out about this code anyway. What if these guys actually are the feds? Let's not think about that. What? You'll find another job, Bjorn. Really? Can you say that with certainty? I don't think there's only one Sepco you could work at. Right, like I don't need to pay any bills, yeah? Alright, Bjorn, you sod. For what it's worth, I'll cover this month. I appreciate that, but, why? You seem quite desperate to leave. Okay, now they're laying it on so thick, I kind of feel like I'm, maybe falling for a red herring. I don't know! And it's the way I usually like not knowing things. Yeah, I'm not really gonna face those feds, may I remind you. Rather be off a while. What if you get to... No one's about to pry, but he stops himself, guilt-ridden. Still, Sasha's oddly desperate to flee, willing to just drop everything this very second. It irks RAKKA, but she doesn't comment. Those discomfort is noticeable. There's more to this. I'm watching you, Sasha. Always watching. Sasha doesn't want to have anything to do with the entirety of this situation. Feds, this crap. This mess has triggered his flight response, and he feels it's best they all go off the grid, even if just for a little while. I'm self-employed. Got savings. I'll be good for a bit. So we're just gonna pack up our stuff and leave this place? RAKKA laughs nervously. It almost seems ridiculous. All of it. Calls, this train of thoughts they're all sharing. I guess. Let's do this. You're joking. RAKKA peeps, nervously wiping her forehead. I'm not. R2. I'm not. R2. Pack your stuff, call your boss tomorrow. No, that's crazy. Bjorn sighs. RAKKA, I do have to admit. He trails off, thinking to how to word it. I don't know how to put this. Well, I'm glad that thought break worked out so well for you. I'm just not sure if they came here specifically for this code. There's still a good chance they came here to find you. But why? I'm a fucking office worker. I said I'm not sure, but I do think you should definitely not be here. I seem to know way too much about you. I wouldn't want to send you off alone, but if we were to stay, I'd advise you to stay somewhere else for a while. I'll add this. That Mercedes we noticed a few days ago. First I thought I might have been looking too far into it, but I feel like it was dodgy as fuck. Been keeping an eye on it throughout the days, and that car only stood in front of our place whenever you came home. Thought it was just a coincidence, but it makes me uneasy now. So we've been watched this entire time, and you didn't mean to mention that? I really felt like I was just being paranoid. But I guess I really should have trusted my gut. RAKKA, push comes to shove. Just find yourself a new job. Save yourself, for sure. Hate this job, right? Last I heard from you was I'd give anything to get out of it. So let's just live for a bit. Then go back to our boring fucking lives as soon as things have calmed down. Rakka's quietly contemplating it all. Her heart in her throat. A small spark of excitement sparks in her stomach nonetheless. We're in this together, yeah? All for one for all, that blood sacrifice we made at the previous scene. You fail, we all fail. Bjorn thinks for a bit. Make the best out of the worst situation, alright? Plan a route. We could visit some cool places. Cool parties. A few nice camping spots or something. Visit the world's biggest ball of twine. We're gonna go camping. Her face lights up a bit. Yeah. We're not running away, we're just leisuring for a bit. Taking some time off. Great idea. Let's go sightseeing. Visit some cities. Let's go do some crazy shit. Rakka sighs. My life's falling apart. She mutters, looking up as if the ceiling's got the answers. Ceilings never have answers, you can never trust them. The guy's insistence has gotten to her. She gives in. I don't want to go into my room alone. Someone come with, maybe after the ad break. The ad break started? It's rolling, okay. Well, Thought Watchers, it's just you and me. See, now I'm just sitting here going like, if Sasha's an overpushed red herring, who else would it be? I don't think it's Rakka. She's doing a very good job of looking incredibly, like legitimately freaked out. Even if we assume that, you know, just being the protagonist isn't enough to get her off the suspect list in and of itself. I suppose would reduce the suspects to Bjorn and Kev. I want the culprit to be Kev because I hate him. Bjorn is much more of a culpritly persona. He's suspiciously nice while also at the same time, as we saw during the drug dealer solution. Sharp-witted, intelligent, and manipulative. Didn't have an alibi for whatever theoretically could have been going on at the party, if that's a thing we even need to worry about. And he was a fan of the cops, which, considering that this is an indie game about being a drug-using rave dirtbag trying to escape a capitalist grind, immediately makes him the most evil person in the game. I talked myself into this. I think I might have. Alright, I guess you're off the hook for now, Kevin. You slimeball. Doesn't mean I like you. Or anybody who shares your name or your stupid rat mustache. The uneven lines of your mouth. Look at those little speckles. I love shading that looks like that. It's That's freaking baller, yo. And we're back. Bjorn nods, following her. Rakka takes a few breaths, her hand on the doorknob. God damn it. She breathes as she turns the knob to open the door. If their house is in disrepair, then Rakka's room is absolutely demolished. Everything's out of place. Every nook and cranny turned upside down. Jesus. Rakka's forced herself into a stoic state, a desperate coping mechanism. What should I take with me? Let's just do the absolute essentials, yeah? No one says, carefully observing her. Her resolve seems to be on eggshells. I feel sorry for her. It's been a difficult week already. The world must feel upside down. He helps her find clothes and other supplies to pack up. There's a knock at the doorframe. Sasha stands there, eyeing the hairdryer in Rakka's hands. Let's only take the absolute essentials, alright? This is an essential. It's not. You've seen the size of my car? I'll make it work. But you help Kev with packing his stuff before I change my mind about all this. Fine, see if I care. Damn thing don't fit, I'll offer it up to the freeway. Rakka studies her room as she finishes packing. She slots the picture of her and her parents buried in the mess, grabs the frame and takes the image out. Aww, she was always emo. Rakka, you know we'll be back in about 2 weeks. You sure that this is an essential? I just feel like I need it. It's complicated. I haven't seen them in a while, I just don't know how to feel. I've had such a short waking life, they're like almost the only thing I know. Even though we might not get along. She's right, he thinks, nodding softly. Yes, I'm all set. Rakka takes a final look at her room. Feeling like she might be too dramatic all this. I mean, she just had her house broken into one time. What's a little of that between friends? It's just 2 weeks after all. Leaving the comfort of a situation has always been hard for her, but still, the situation is so out of the ordinary. She doesn't really feel at ease, leaving her home behind like this. Let's check on how Kev's doing. Kev's packed even more than Rakka and Bjorn combined. Damn it, Kevin, do you not understand the situation we're in? Sasha's standing there glaring at the massive amount of luggage. Bjorn, Rakka, I can't get it through his thick skull, but please tell him that he's not going to study medicine on this trip. You're feeling guilty, aren't you? I thought it could help me save myself, maybe. Bjorn grins mirthfully. Game, I know what mirthfully means. Don't mock me. So imagine Kev Bloke, my friend. Not your friend, buddy. Not your buddy, pal. Not your pal, guy. Not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. You're at some festival. Right, guys, it's fun and all, but I'm gonna go study medicine now. I not. I think you'll be too busy studying anatomy instead, oi puns. Kev rolls his eyes. I will try to keep up with my studies. My guy, just let it go. I saw your results like 2 weeks ago, and I just gotta be honest with ya. It's not gonna happen, man. Oh, thanks for having my back, mate. Come on now, don't fool yourself. You've been trying to carry that bag? Of course, I can carry that. But Kev clicks his tongue. I'll show ya. He picks up the bag, clearly looking uncomfortable as he slips it onto his back. A vein in his neck pops out. He clenches his face trying to stay upright. Oh god, we're losing him. We're losing him! Sucker. Nope, that couldn't happen, lad. Let it go. Ha! Comedy. Fuck hell. Kev looks embarrassed as he puts the bag down. He empties out all of his school supplies. Sorry, man, but you're gonna have to go all in. If I ever become a doctor, I'll make you pay double if I ever have to treat you. Kev grumbles as he zips his bag back up again. Be my guest. Would you look at that? That looks comfortable. Knocker quips, watching him slip on the backpack again. Zip it. After I finish packing, let's have a cool down. Gonna make sure I got all my stuff packed too. Be right back. Bloop. Hours pass after the packing's finished. I lounge around, the telly flickering with mindless shows while I kick back on the couch, debating every possible route for their upcoming trip. Trip. Trying to dull out the mess around them. Snacks are strewn about, hesitant laughter mingles with the drone of some game show. The day slips by in a haze of idle chatter and planning. End of chapter 2. And that is where we'll be leaving off this stream. Bloop. Bloop. Now, I did ask. You can see in the pinned, for those of you who came in late, devs personally reached out to me, gave me a Steam key, which I'm very thankful for. I asked, and they told me the episode or week 1 we're looking at that has been released thus far is 4 chapters, so presumably the end of chapter 2 is around the halfway mark. And I rather enjoy this game, and since it's a small indie team, and it's new, and it's the new hotness, and all that other stuff, I decided at the jump I would not be streaming the entire game all the way through to completion. Will I come back and do episode 3 on stream later? I don't know. I'm honestly kind of listing towards no. I don't want to give away too much. But, all will be seen. But, this is RAKKA Wake 1. It is available on Steam. RAKKA WAKE 01. I like it. I'd honestly recommend it. But you're an adult. If you're watching this, I hope you can make your own decisions. Yeah. Gonna be right now to Monday Moon playing some Kiku Miku. It's another small game that is quite silly. Until next time, I've been Mitsuda. Please take care of yourselves until we see each other next. I hope I never have to find you on my slab. If you're a fan of detective stories like this one or more intensely logical, I do fan translations at mitsudakono.neocities.com. I do not pitch that on this channel enough. I'm very proud of it. I do have to get back to work. They do not give you days off when you solve murders for a living. Goodbye, everybody.